It is such a useful bag. I stole this one from my mum's wardrobe. I don't think she knows that I have it. I will never part with this. Hello everyone and welcome to my life in handbags. So let's get cracking. I'm going to preface this by saying that the majority of my bags are actually high street, but there are a couple of designer pieces in the mix, and the first one I'm going to talk about is one such designer piece. This is my first ever proper handbag. This was a 16th birthday present, and it is the Louis Vuitton Speedy. I had a little Google before I started this today, and this bag I so clearly remember back when I was 16 was £320. I don't know why I remember that, but obviously a pretty significant sum of money at the time. But now they start at £870. So that's a bit of a difference, isn't it? It shows you why you should just snap up those designer pieces when you see them, because they only go up in price. And this bag I will never ever part with. As you can see, it's the slightly larger size. I think the Speedy comes in 3 different sizes. When I first got it, the leather on this was really pale neutral, and now as you can see it's this really kind of oaky caramel colour, and that's the beauty of Louis Vuitton. It only gets better over age, so that's why I will never part with this. I don't use it very often, mainly because it hasn't got a long strap, although I did actually keep a long Louis Vuitton strap from a different little clutch bag that I had, which I can attach to this if needs be for a kind of crossbody situation. But having said that, it is such a useful bag. It is really nice and roomy inside, and I will just never part with it because that would be foolish. I've also always kept the dust jacket, which is my number one tip for your designer bags. Keep them in your dust jackets, because not only does it look after them, but also it increases their resale value. Another designer piece to talk about now. If I had to caption this handbag, this would be the best piece that I have inherited. So it is this Gucci number. This was inherited from my mum. I gave her a quick call before to get the full story about this one. So she bought this, she knows it was like mid 80s, so 85, 86, making it not far, pushing 40, this bag, and as you can see it's still in the most amazing condition. She was telling me that Gucci back in the day used to do sales, so she would go to the Bond Street store, queue up and nab herself a bargain. She didn't want to guarantee exactly how much this cost, she wasn't certain, but she thinks it was under £100 at the time, which is just ridiculous to those of us who are into designer bags today. As you can see, it is covered in the Gucci logo. It's actually a navy, which I don't know if you can see all that well. It's got this fab front pocket, again, great condition. It's just such a useful bag. It's got this lovely split crossbody detail as well. It's got the Gucci logo on the hardware, and again, it's proof that even logo prints, a bit like the Speedy, they just don't date. So even if there are fluctuations in how on trend they are, there was a period of time where no one would go near a logo, but they come back, and this feels really current and fresh now, despite the fact that it's really quite old. Okay, I'm going to talk you through some high street heroes now. The bags that have kind of stood the test of time in my wardrobe tend to be the more investment pieces, but the high street is the best place for evening bags. And if, like me, you like an array of fun accessories for the evening, then why spend a load of money on it? And actually, some of the bags I'm going to show you I've had for years, so it's proof that it doesn't have to be expensive to last in your wardrobe. So I love a fun clutch bag, and these are my favourites. These are the ones that have really A, stood the test of time, and B, that I actually will never part with. So I'll take them one by one. First of all, this was from Zara. I bought this in 2012 or 2013, can't remember which one, and it is like a mini Menordia basically. It's got a kind of red satin background with a kind of fishnet finish, which is heavily embroidered. I just love it for glamming up an evening look. These small little box bags look so cool with anything, like even if they have got a slightly more traditional finish like this, they just make any evening outfit look that bit cooler, because they're not like a classic handbag, they just have something a bit different. So yeah, this Zara one I will never part with. It actually has a long strap like a chain, but I would never use that. I think we'll keep that tucked inside. They're not the most practical, but it fits your keys and your lipsticks, so that is a keeper. The other one, this is and real favourite. This is from Mango. I don't know when I bought this, maybe 5 years ago. So it's a wooden clutch with this kind of plastic panelling here. It's got a kind of real Mondrian feel to it, and I just love it. It's simple, it's classic, it's smart, but it's cool as well. This comes on holiday with me all the time because, as you can see, it's nice and condensed, easily packable, and you know, even if you're just wearing like a floaty white sundress or whatever, t-shirt and jeans for a night out, this elevates everything. I've obviously ditched the strap at some point as well, so there was also a chain that came with this, but super useful. They've both been tossed around club floors, restaurant floors, and they have really held up rather well. Anyone who knows me will not be surprised by the next bag in my collection. This piece is probably the least expensive thing in my entire wardrobe, but probably also one of the things that I have got the most use out of. It is this little spangly bad boy. This is from Nasty Gal. Georgie and I were filming a haul in their London pop-up. I think it was like November or December 2017, and they very kindly let us come away with something each, and this was my pick of the bunch. I think it was £20 at the time, and then it went down to 10 in the sale. There's been a lot of dupes of this recently. I'm pretty sure Amazon does a similar vibe, so check it out if you want to get the look. And it looks rather silly, but actually it is really quite practical. It's got a little clasp, and it's also got a zip as well, so all your goodies are safe inside, and it kind of hangs off your wrist like a bracelet. So A, it is the chicest accessory ever. B, it is quite practical. And C, this is the ultimate conversation starter. I've worn this for every wedding that I've been to. I mean, literally every wedding. And somebody always compliments me on it, or it always gets a conversation going. So again, not the biggest, but it looks great. And as long as you can fit your lipstick and your credit card, then that is what's important. I will never part with this. I'm going to move on to summer bags now, because there is nothing that brings your wardrobe into the new season quite like a summer bag. So I basically mean a basket of some kind. It's very oversized, as you can see. It's enormous. This is from Bohemia Designs. They still sell it, even though mine's a couple of years old. I think it's £32, and it is so robust. I mean, seriously, I slap my life in this bag as soon as the weather kind of gets a little bit more decent. I mean, laptop, gym kit, the lot. It all comes in this with me. And I just love that basket bags have the power to make even the most wintry of outfits look a bit more spring summer appropriate. So if it's, even when the weather's funny right now, like, you can wear your leather jacket, you can wear your trainers, but if you just switch out a dark leather handbag for a basket style, then you instantly feel a bit more summery. These are really easily kind of customizable as well, like, wrap a twilly around the handles or add a bandana. There's a lot of street style inspo out there for how to make your baskets kind of feel a bit more personal, but I just cannot recommend this one enough. They are a great brand, and this will always be my spring summer go-to. The other summer bag that my handbag repertoire would be lost without is this clutch bag. It's super random. I also stole this one from my mum's wardrobe. I don't think she knows that I have it, so sorry mum if you're watching. This is by Ellie Tahari, not someone who you necessarily go to for bags. I'm pretty sure this was like a random mall purchase on discount on holiday, in the States one year. But what a great purchase this was. It's so simple, it's so clean, it's so grown up. And, if packing does not permit for this bad boy, then this is literally the best bag for holiday. It's subtle enough that it goes with anything, but then at the same time, it's smart, it's polished, and it's also pretty massive. So you can get a lot of stuff in it as well. So seriously, I would be completely lost without these two summery heroes in my collection. Okay, finally, the pièce de résistance of my handbag collection had to be my Loewe puzzle bag. I ummed for a very long time about this purchase. It's not cheap, but my God, do you get your money's worth. It's been around actually for a really long time, but obviously Loewe under Jonathan Anderson has had a bit of a big renaissance over the last few years, and it's come back in a whole load of different iterations, lots of different colourways. So as you might be able to tell, this one's actually navy with black details. It's got a black strap and a black handle, and then obviously it's got the gold hardware too. And it's just the best bag ever. I can't explain how useful it is. It is the ultimate everyday bag. The strap is so useful. I mean, I literally wear it crossbody every single day. I've had this bag for a year now and I haven't swapped it out once. I think it's the bag that I've used every single day since, which is a testament to quite how useful it is. The other thing that I love about it is, as I say, great everyday bag, but because it's got, the strap is so easily removable, and because it's got this top handle detail, it also kind of works for evening. I'm not saying that I would start using this for a wedding, but so often, you know, we've got to transform from day to night, so I just whip off the handle and hold it like this, and it feels way more elevated and elegant, as you can see, like that. But I can still carry like the kitchen sink in it, which is what makes it literally the best bag. This is the large size for anyone who's wondering. There are smaller sizes than this available, but if you are looking for a really versatile everyday bag that is hard wearing and is going to last you a lifetime, it's the one. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will put links where possible to dupes in the section below, and do stay tuned for many more My Life in Handbags to come.